Well, shall we try this again, Daryl? 5:26 in the morning, West Coast time, Saturday, the 24th of February, 2024. The hack and slash here. We were John C. of Roseman, California, hacking up his lungs again. As I was trying to indicate before I screwed myself over on that uh, little fun thing regarding the video, just trying to cuff up half my lung anyway, hoping that I haven't got any blood coming out of the damn thing, because if I do, I'm in trouble. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm sounding real great. As I said before, uh, first week of March is going to be the PCP visit, which I hadn't had in a hell of a long while. There's a lot of fear, mistrust, distrust, and everything else going with the trust. I know it's stupid, but for me, will you get off that damn screen? I still got bug war going on. Excuse me. You, off. You, you. Go on. Get. Damn bugs. You know, they keep trying to spray this damn place, but they get used to the damn cocktail. They really got to get better at it. So basically, if I'm going to try to say anything without my body trying to kill me at the same damn time, where the hell was I? Memory loss. All we need is some solar flares to shut off our damn power system. But you know, there is no correlation with all three. You did a video concerning about spy balloons, power outages, AT&T crap, and what the hell was the other one? Oh God, I gotta remember this one. Thank you very much for that one, Daryl. Sorry. Cell phone outages, balloon, and double power. None of them are all in cahoots with each other. None of them. There's no correlation. A double whammy from the sun. Yes, if we weren't properly protected, and assuming that we were, we wouldn't be worrying so much. But yes, we should be worrying about power outages, especially if it gets strong enough emission coming from the sun to actually give our electrical system more than just a little bit of a blackout. I worry about that one. A sufficient EMP pulse could do a hell of a lot of job on our atmosphere, not to mention on ours, period. Every time, what was it, 20th century, they kept freaking out about the ozone layer. Hole opening up right above Antarctica. And I kept freaking about that one. I didn't understand a little bit more about what the hell was going on. The ozone layers we need to protect our skin from turning into crispy bacon, and not to mention frying everything else out with a hell of a lot of ultraviolet radiation. I'm always worried about that damn stuff. And sufficient enough radiation, or a type of certain radiation, even if we're talking about electromagnetic, will definitely cause our satellite systems, if they're not properly shielded, to have issues. And we depend upon too many damn satellites up in the sky for all that. But we do have redundancies. But what happens if all the redundancies have already been shorted out and fried out? And you heard about Chicken Little? The sky is falling. Talk about your conspiracy theories and thinking about things like that, and then airing them out. See, now you got me doing it. Thank you very much. But this is like voluntary. You did it involuntary, so now I got to react voluntary. We got this perpetual cycle going on. You know that? So if I am not going to take any personal responsibility, transparency, or accountability, I'm simply going to point the finger at you and blame me for everything. Why? Because I say so. I say so, other than you. So there. Ugh. I'm a toddler brain here. I'm in my own sandbox. I got another guy trying to fight with my own damn sandbox. Oh, he says he wants to play with me. Oh, no, no, we're going to do something. We're so down, aren't we? You got to love the logic and the thinking about some of these people these days, including how some people kind of react to things happening that screw people over left and right that they don't even understand. Scares the hell out of them when we see things like this. When we have when we have a phenomena happen, yeah, we look for the blame at this point. Who's to blame for the damn thing? Is it caused by someone out there? We need to find the cause. We, we need to find the logic in the damn thing. And the problem is there is no logic out there. It just is. Deal with it. It's like we have to deal with the diseases that we got, the viruses we got, and we have to deal and cope with it. There's constant apathy. There's constant entropy. There's constant rot. So how do we do it? How do we stop it? How do we stop time from rotting us away? You want to build up with the conspiracy theories like that. Try this other one here. I know, it's irritating, isn't it? I've had this damn thing for months. And what's irritating to me is I'm irritating people else because I'm doing this stuff. I have people asking me about this stuff. Is it correlated to cell phone outage? Is it correlated to solar balloons flying around? Is it correlated to cell phones crashing and burning left and right? Give me 1 second. I got cough more. Sorry about that. Okay, ranting and raving over on this one. So let's get back to the topic that you were discussing, my friend. The AT&T was software, and yes, blame it on human condition at this point. It's specific, it's targeted, it's isolated to a point. And other people having trouble trying to get into AT&T customers. They're complaining to their own to their own phone carriers regarding that because they couldn't get into AT&T because they were having software glitches. Now, if we were thinking outside the box again, back into the fear and paranoia, let's say the solar flares. Screw the damn balloon. Solar flares. That would have been affecting everybody across the board. Okay? That would have been affecting us across the board. Hit the satellite networks that we have upstairs with all those Starlinks and everything else and other kind of junk we've got up there. What do we got? Chicken Little situation. Sky is falling. Or the stuff is going to be floating off and we're not going to have any. We're going to have issues with the damn satellites. Their scientists and engineers are still worried about whether or not they shielded them enough, the satellites, to protect them from extensive amount of solar radiation affecting the transmission, not to mention the power source, transmitters, everything else out there. They worry about that, at least I hope so. So when I heard about AT&T going under, but I didn't hear the other guys going under, and then I knew it was just AT&T having issues, either with a satellite situation, software glitch, man-made, but it could not have been solar. If it was only affecting AT&T, if we actually had only AT&T network, nobody else, nothing else, just AT&T, that I can understand the solar flares affecting it and then crashing and burning us. But not this case. So now we got a balloon floating again. And yeah, you're right. We have spy satellites all over the damn place. Hell, we can look at Google Maps and see what's going on these days. New Google Earth, we had it updated enough. But with the satellite technology we have for looking down people's houses, dude, don't even throw up Taylor Swift. Not that I'm a Swiftie, But we are talking about voyeurism. There's another S word out there that would probably land you in legal hot water, shall we say. Too many people have done that S word and gotten themselves involved. Not fun. But it's, I know an example, but just, some things you just don't do. I'm saying it because people get caught in saying these things or even doing these kind of things. It's like if I was going to be going and targeting somebody else. Devices like that used for both good and bad. And on the bad side, we can become voyeurs. And I'm not about to touch that other word. Out here in California, 70s and 80s, we had people doing that kind of activity. And there were laws put in the book because of those kind of activities. And people get charged for those activities, not as misdemeanors, but as felonies. I'm not, no. Too many people have been caught under that damn thing. Even mentioning the damn word is bad enough. But the press will say it anyway, because hopefully they're not doing it. But other lunatics will. So, yeah. I ain't worried about a damn weather balloon. If you want to take a picture with me extending my middle finger at them. I don't care. I do care if we're going to be talking about voyeurism all the damn time. I mean, I use Google Maps not to spy on people's houses. Except probably I had spied on people's houses that I used to live in. Looked at them, even from the hopefully current information within the past 5 years to see what kind of changes have been made. Some changes have been good, and there's been one particular place I moved out of, Reseda, that looks like a complete dump. Even worse than what I moved into with my family. And that are like a son of a bitch. I had hoped that maybe there would have been a lot more improvements to the ground and foundation to that place right after the 94 quake and right after my family moved out. But here's the thing. When my family moved out of Reseda, that is one particular house on Clare Street, back in '05. The landlord was selling the property. He wanted to sell it to us. We couldn't afford it. Even if we had then performed payments, we couldn't do the level he was looking for. There was no way we could have financed it either. So we had to leave. And that was the main reason why we left Reseda. We couldn't find another place to live in the San Fernando Valley that accommodated us and be available. And amount we could try to afford or barely afford. We left. We were told by a friend of ours that there was a house in Palmdale and the rest of it either became history, nightmare, or whatever you looked at it. However, the story was is we moved out. I missed the place though. I do. It was right by transportation. It was shopping area. Get groceries, no problem. I mean, for me. It was the San Fernando Valley. It was home. More videos on that one if I'm going off on a tangent on that. So forgive me for saying this is a tangent at this point. I'll probably have to do another video because I feel the tangent need to go on. So round two.